The movie commences with Emily, a young woman, strolling through the woods. A few years prior, Emily and her husband, Andreas, are shown driving to an old house in the forest. Emily lost her parents and has been responsible for herself ever since. Due to financial difficulties, Emily and Andreas decide to sell her childhood home to save their struggling business and resolve their issues. While exploring the house, Emily reminisces about her joyous childhood memories, yet remains resolute in her decision to sell it. Later that afternoon, Emily's younger brother, Jacob, visits her after studying abroad. They haven't seen each other in years, and Emily is thrilled to reunite with him. Emily introduces Andreas to Jacob, but Jacob seems displeased and retreats to his room. Later, Jacob visits Emily at night and notices her somber mood, leaving her puzzled. The next day, Emily and Andreas try to find buyers for the house, but Andreas struggles due to their unfamiliarity with the area and lack of connections. Despite their efforts, they fail to secure a buyer. Andreas then has to leave for a client meeting in the city, bidding Emily a warm goodbye. In contrast to Emily's situation, Jacob's life appears more stable. A professional skateboarder, while traveling to different cities and skateboarding down a street, enters a store and notices a newspaper headline reporting a Black Panther residing in someone's backyard, prompting local authorities to advise residents to remain indoors for safety reasons. Unexpectedly, he encounters Andreas outside the store, who asks him to take care of Emily during his absence. However, Jacob's casual attitude frustrates Andreas. Later, Jacob returns home to find Emily organizing the house and getting rid of unnecessary items. He starts a conversation about her plans to sell the house, expressing his feelings of neglect. Despite Emily's denial, Jacob assures her of his enduring, special place in her heart. Concerned about her safety, Jacob warns Emily about the Black Panther's presence in town. Emily, missing her husband, Andreas, immerses herself in work while grappling with complex emotions, possibly directed toward her brother. As Emily prepares for bed, Jacob silently observes her from the stairs. Sensing Emily's potential loneliness, Jacob finds and repairs his father's old motorcycle. Inviting Emily to join him, they embark on a nostalgic journey along scenic roads, relishing each other's company. During a scenic mountain getaway, Jacob and Emily reconnect, with Jacob expressing his longing for their past closeness. Emily shares her desire for the same, reminiscing about their younger days. As they walk through the forest, Jacob laments the unfulfilled dream of climbing a mountain with his father. The next day, while doing household chores, Emily reveals her and Andrea's plans to sell the house to support their family business. Jacob remains silent, and as they finish their tasks, they find themselves standing intimately close, hinting at an unresolved love story between them. Years ago, when their parents were still alive, Emily and Jacob, siblings, took a walk in the woods. Emily surprisingly felt romantic love for Jacob, despite being married and him being her younger brother. They imagined living together as a couple, but their moment was interrupted by a group of men hunting for a Black Panther. Despite the dangerous animals nearby, the siblings weren't scared and decided to find shelter together in the woods, spending the night there. The next morning, they woke up together and spotted a mountain, which made Emily feel calm. They decided to hike up the mountain to fulfill Jacob's dream, but after climbing some rocks, Emily said she was tired and didn't want to go any further. They lay on the rocks together, enjoying the beautiful view. As night fell, Jacob and Emily returned to their childhood home. Emily approached Jacob as he prepared for bed, and their mutual attraction intensified, leading to a tender moment of emotional expression. Over the following days, the siblings grew exceptionally close, spending every waking moment together and experiencing a profound sense of exclusivity. One day, Jacob posed the question of love to Emily, and she responded with a passionate kiss. They then ventured to a lake where they swam together and reveled in the beauty of nature. While they were enjoying their time in the field, Andreas attempted to contact Emily, but she disregarded the call, prioritizing her connection with Jacob, who had become increasingly significant to her. After returning home, Jacob and Emily encounter a middle-aged man interested in purchasing their house. Emily, who had previously wanted to sell the house, now has a change of heart and asks the man to contact her husband. That night, Emily seeks Jacob in his room, hoping to strengthen their connection, and they share an intimate moment. However, the next morning, Jacob surprises Emily by refusing to sign the legal papers to sell the house, leading Emily to suspect that he might be using her for his own benefit. Amidst a heated argument, Emily's attempts to clarify that she isn't using Jacob fall on deaf ears, leading to a fractured relationship and Jacob's insistence on selling the house to avoid further encounters. Despite Emily's tears and pleas, Jacob departs, leaving her alone with her thoughts. Realizing her desire to be with Jacob, Emily nevertheless feels compelled to sell the house due to her husband's financial needs. As the night falls, Emily, now alone in the house, succumbs to sleep. The following morning, Andreas informs Emily that someone is interested in buying the house, prompting her to pack her belongings and prepare to leave. As Emily and Andreas clear out the house, Jacob unexpectedly arrives and silently gathers his things before signing the papers and departing. Emily chases after Jacob, tearfully embracing him and even kissing his neck, but he remains unaffected by her emotions. Witnessing their interaction, Andreas discerns that Emily and Jacob share a profound connection that transcends mere sibling affection. Despite this realization, Jacob departs without further explanation, leaving Emily heartbroken. In the climactic scene, Andreas witnesses Emily's unwavering resolve to be with Jacob, even though she reluctantly consents to sell their childhood home. Despite the forbidden nature of their relationship, Emily understands that she can never truly separate herself from Jacob. Consequently, she ventures into the woods once again, determined to find her brother. Here is the end. Subscribe for more movies like this. Thank you for watching.